Good morning, kindergartners. I wanted to tell you a little bit about time, telling time. In kindergarten, we learn about the o'clock time. So it's the time on the hour. So what you have to look at on your manual clock is where the little hand is pointing. The little hand is pointing on what number? That's right, it's pointing at 7. So if the little hand is pointing at the 7 and the big hand is pointing on the 12, that means it's right at 7 o'clock. So if we want a different time, and now what time is it? What is the little hand pointing at? The number 10. So it's 10 o'clock. Now what is the little hand pointing at? The 1. So it's 1 o'clock. Now it goes around twice because you have a 1 o'clock in the morning when you're sleeping and you have a 1 o'clock right after lunch. So the clock goes around twice because every time gets 2 times in one whole day. And so if I wanted to do 4 o'clock, what will I stop this red shorthand at? You're right, 4 o'clock. You started at the 4, stop it at the 4. Now, sometimes you don't have clocks like this in your house. Sometimes you have clocks like on your Fitbits or in your bedrooms, and it shows the digital clock time. If the digital time looks like this, it has the number of what time it is, and then there's like these 2 little dots, and this tells how many minutes. Well, when it's right at 4 o'clock, it has the 4, and then there's no minutes past 4, so it's just 0, 0. In first grade, you're gonna learn about when the big hand is pointing down, it's 4:30. And then as you get older, you'll learn all the 5-minute times. But right now, if you can tell me that this is 5 o'clock, you're doing good for kindergarten. I also wanted to show you this. We're doing a caterpillar to butterfly, and all of these caterpillars, except this one right here, who's probably gonna spin his cocoon today, they've all spun their cocoons. All this stuff at the bottom, that's their poop. They ate and ate and ate, just like the very hungry caterpillar, and they've pooped, and now they're full, and they're up here spinning their webs, and then they're going to be forming themselves into a butterfly inside those cocoons. I'll keep you updated on that. For our little chick eggs, the other night, Mr. Parlier and I went and we shined a light in the dark under the eggs. One egg was totally light colored, so that means there was not a little chicken in it. But most of the other ones had a big black blob, and it looked like little feathery things underneath of them. And so that was showing us that chickens were forming in there. So yesterday, the body is now covered with little tiny downy feathers, and they have formed their little egg tooth, which is how they get out of the egg. The feet now have little toenails. So that's what happened yesterday. And today, on day 16, the albumin is almost all gone, and now the yolk is now what they're eating. It's their primary food source for the chick. So after the yolk is all gone, the chicks know that they have to take a little breath of air from that little air sac underneath of them, and they have to use their little egg tooth, and they have to start poking themselves out. So that's getting exciting. Next week they should hatch. We also have a spirit week next week. Mrs. McMillan and Mrs. Banta said to let everybody know that on Monday is pajama party day. So if you can take a picture of yourself doing your schoolwork in your pajamas and send it in on their website, or you can send it to Mrs. Parlier and I'll send it on. They'll post it on the site. On Tuesday, it's Helping Hands Day, so you can take a picture of yourself helping somebody, maybe helping your little brother or sister, helping your mom or dad, helping anybody. Wednesday, it's What You Reading Wednesday. So you take a picture of yourself reading a favorite book or magazine or newspaper, whatever you want to be reading, and take a picture. Thursday, it's Spring Picture Day, so they wanted you to send a picture of you playing outside. Hopefully the weather's nice. On Friday is Ram Pride Day, and you have to wear orange and black. Go Rams. And take a picture of yourself and send it in. We'll see how many we can get from Mrs. Parlier's class. I also want to tell you that they turned on the Wi-Fi for the all the schools. So if you're having trouble doing some of your iReady lessons because your Wi-Fi is bad, you can come up and sit in the parking lot. Your parents can play on their phone, and you can do some Wi-Fi in the parking lot on your Chromebooks and on your for iReady and for ABCya. You can do some of the Raz Kids and Extra Math. They're going to let everybody have the Wi-Fi of the schools if you come and sit at the parking lot of any of the schools we have. And I wanted to tell you that Mrs. McMillan said she would keep the tubs out all the time. So you can still send your pictures to Mrs. Parlier of you doing your work, or you can just drop them off in the tubs. I'm going there once or twice a week to grab the things out. If you need more work, let me know. I have 5 kids I'm going to deliver some more work to in the tubs. We will have May packets. If for some reason we don't come back in May, I'll have another packet for May. But some of the kids are done and need some more. So let me know if you're one of those kids. Bye, I miss you.